Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk about personal finance. Today I'm going to talk about how to avoid student loans debt. Before I get into the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying I subscribe. I will try to personally reply to your comments. Let's get into the video. Student loan debt is at an all-time high now. If you want to go to college and avoid student loans, there are several things you can do to avoid student loan debts. The first thing is start saving for college as soon as possible. When it comes to college savings, every dollar you can put aside will reduce the amount you owe once your tuition bills start to arrive. Look for a part-time job that offers a college saving plan to assist offset the amount you will need to save if you can locate one. If your parents are aiding you in paying for college, talk to them about setting aside money in advance. You can also discuss the other saving options available, such as 529B, which offer additional benefit for college tuition. Start to talk about this as soon as possible is a good idea. You will be able to determine how much of your education costs your parents will fund and how much you'll have to pay on your own this way. Keep an eye on your saving goals as well. Create a separate account for college savings and include it in your budget to determine how much you should save each paycheck. Savings for college entails making the most of the time you have before your first college bill is due by putting aside as much money as possible. The second thing you can do to help to avoid student loan debt is examine your alternatives for student loans. You must decide whether or not to take out loans, and if so, what type of loans you will take out after you know how much college will cost. You should try to avoid taking on more debt than you can pay off in your first year out of college. Your monthly loan payment after college should be no more than 10% of your monthly wage. This way, you will know for sure that you will be able to repay your debts based on your future wages and in a reasonable amount of time. When researching student loan options, you must also be looking out for things like the sort of loan, for example, whether it's federal or private, the various repayment options, including rules, restrictions, and penalties, the interest rate on the debt, the interest rate that is being provided, fixed or variable. Last but not least, before signing on the dotted line, figure out how much your monthly loan payments will be. You will also need to determine whether your loan requires a co-signer, and if so, who that person is. The third thing to do is compare the cost of numerous universities for your college degree. Depending on the college you attend, you might save tens of thousands of dollars. Some schools give students who live in the country special benefits. You may be eligible for state grants if you choose to attend an in-state university. To understand how much money you could save, compare community college costs to four-year college costs. Compare the expenses of public versus private institutions, as well as in-state versus out-of-state college attendance. Making these comparisons could help you save a lot of money during your college experience. When comparing prices, consider college rankings and rating to help you choose the best selection. A college may occupy a special place in your heart due to its reputation or location. Other wonderful college selections, on the other hand, will supply you with an excellent education. It's all about concentrating on the most cost effective options. The fourth way you can look into to help you avoid student loan debt is to find out what people in your field of study make on average. A college degree's purpose is to enable you to make a decent livelihood, in addition to obtaining information and extending your skill set. With this money, the goal is for you to be able to enjoy a good quality of life. It will also allow you to repay your student loan in a reasonable amount of time once you start working. If the cost of your annual college tuition exceeds the average annual earnings in your field of study, consider attending a less expensive institution. Alternatively, you can change your major and look into other professions or sectors that pay better on average. The fifth way you can look into to help you avoid student loan debt is to pay for education, look into scholarships, grants, assistantships, and even crowd sourcing. Scholarship and grants are an excellent way to pay for education. Essentially, they are unconstrained money based upon specific criteria. Exploring different scholarships and grants for your degree and applying to as many as possible before the start of college is well worth your time. While you may not be eligible for an assistantship your first year of college, you may be able to earn one as you gain more college experience and improve your studies. This might also assist you in saving money on educational expenses. You may also use crowdfunding services to crowdfund everything from tuition to books to make sure you do not go broke. Maintain strong grades both before and during college to keep your scholarships. Many scholarships are awarded to kids who excel academically. You must either raise your GPA to the appropriate cutoff or maintain your GPA if you are already above the cutoff if you want to be considered for any of these scholarships. A 3.0 GPA is required for most scholarships, but others need you to maintain a 3.5 throughout your academic career. Make sure you are aware of the terms of your scholarship in order to keep it. It's more challenging to keep this GPA than it was in high school or even undergrad. As a result, you should seek academic aid if you require it. If you are looking for scholarship, studentaid.gov is a fantastic place to start. The sixth thing is, if at all possible, avoid living on campus. The ability to live alone is one of the most tempting features of attending college or graduate school. If you want to avoid taking out student loans, though not living in your college dorms is a great alternative. Even if you do not want to live at home, an off campus apartment can be a more cheaper alternative than living on campus. You may usually find significant cheaper rent in close proximity to college campuses if you do not live in a major metropolis. Of course, you will have to spend money on food, but if you meal plan and do not eat out often, you will be able to keep your food budget modest. The seventh thing is use work study programs to your advantage. Work study is an excellent way to avoid taking out student loans. It is entirely possible to maintain good grades while working a few shifts per week. To get the most out of this, choose a low maintenance task. You can finish your task while assisting other students if you work in a library or administrative setting. Thanks for watching this video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel.